This is the Cutout Pumpkin String Art Kit tutorial by String Art by Kaylee. To make this design, you will need the Pumpkin String Art Kit, which you can order from my Facebook. It will come with your choices of yarn colors, and you'll need a pair of scissors. To start off with, we will take a picture of our board. We are going to remove this paper so all of the lines will disappear. That picture will be your reference. Once you have your picture, go ahead and take the paper off. The first area that we will be stringing are the leaves and the vines, so go ahead and grab that organza bag with the yarn bundles and pull them all out. And set aside the color that you chose for the leaves and vines. Take that yarn bundle and we will go ahead and unravel it with the strand that is wrapped around the middle. And then the bundles are folded in half, so we will go ahead and unfold that as well. Taking that same strand that we used to unravel, we will make a loop in the air. This is how we will start our knot. Taking that loop, we will tuck it onto any one of the nails that are part of the leaf. Go ahead and pull it tight and then push that knot all the way down to the base of the nail. We will then begin outlining this whole area. Let's go ahead and outline your leaf. Fill it in with one layer, just kind of going back and forth to show you that it is filled in. And then we will move on to the vine. I will just weave in and out of these nails, getting that first outline in. Making sure as we are going, we're pushing that yarn all the way down to the base of the nail. Once you reach the end of the vine where it meets the stem, you'll go ahead and work your way backwards. Doing the same thing, weaving in and out. You'll see they make little X's between the nails. Once you get back to the leaf, I would go through and do another layer back over to the stem and then back to the leaf again. This will help build up the layers on the heights of the nails. So there should be a total of 4 layers on the vine. And then you'll go ahead and start filling in the leaf. To fill in, you could just go in all different directions to help fill in those gaps. You can fill in as much or as little as you want. I personally like to not be able to see the board behind it, but it's totally up to you. The one thing to keep in mind is we are pushing that yarn down and we don't want to go past the halfway point of the heights of the nails. And really make sure you push down the yarn right there where it meets the stem as well. Now we will go ahead and outline the leaf to give it a nice smooth finish, and then we will do an outline along the vine as well. You go along the outer part of the nails on the vine and then you'll come back on the inside. This will make it look just a little bit thicker. Once your outline is complete, it is time to tie it off. I like to take my scissors and cut the strand with about 3 to 4 inches on the end. We'll do that same loop as before and then tuck it onto any one of the nails. And I go and pull it so it makes the knot. And then I will take my scissors again, trim that strand to about 1/2 inch, and then use the end of my scissors just to tuck it between the layers. This will help hold that knot. Once the end is tucked, we will go ahead and move over and do the other side of the vine and leaves. So we're just repeating the same steps. We'll do that loop up in the air, tuck it onto one of the nails for the leaf, and then we will give that leaf one layer to help remind us that it does get filled in, and then carry on to outlining the vine. So we're just weaving in and out on these nails. And this one has a second leaf, so we'll go ahead and outline it and give it a layer going up and then back down, and then carry on with the vine. And then again, working our way back on the vine. Once that second layer is done, go ahead and repeat the process so we can get a 3rd and 4th layer on the vine itself. And now fill in the first leaf, going in all different directions, making sure you're pushing those layers down as you go. And then when you're done filling that in, go ahead and give that an outline and work over to your second leaf and fill it in as well. If you do go over that halfway point on the height of the nails for the leaves, that is totally okay. For the vines and the leaves, you really only need to watch the nail that connects with the stem, as that will be sharing a different color later on. It is very important on the stem and the sections of the pumpkins that you do not surpass that halfway point on the height of the nail. So once you're finished filling in the outline, go ahead and tie it off. Now it's time to start filling in the pumpkin. We're going to be doing a couple different shadings for these top sections, and this middle section will use both colors. The lighter will go on these middle areas and the darker will go on the outer areas. We will start with these sections and then go from the outside to the middle sections, the stem, and then the center. So go ahead and grab your yarn bundles and unravel with that middle strand. Just like that first bundle, this one is folded in half, so go ahead and unfold it. You will also unravel the second pumpkin color as well. Just remember, your pumpkin colors might be different, but you should have 2 different ones that you're using, and you'll use the same steps. So for these small sections, we are using both colors at the same time, so go ahead and grab both ends and line them up. And then, like before, we will do that loop and tuck that onto any one of the nails in these smaller sections and pull it tight. This is where it becomes super important that you are pushing the yarn down the entire process, because we will have a lot of layers building up on these nails. Then go ahead and give the section an outline. And then go ahead and start filling it in. Make sure you're really moving around in all different directions. This will help you fill it up quicker with less layers. When you are finished with your layers on the pumpkin, we are only going to be doing partial outlines, as many of these nails will be used again for different sections. So for these top smaller parts of the pumpkin, we are only going to outline the upper curve, and then you will tie off. This will save some crucial room on these nails that will get used up later. These upper nails will get really full, especially the bottom part of the stem where it connects to these smaller areas and that centerpiece, as you're going to be adding 3 different colors. So we're really watching how many layers we are putting on some of these nails. Now that these top 2 small sections are done, we will move on to the outer sections of the pumpkins. If you are using oranges, grab the darker shade for these sections. If you're using other colors, grab whichever one that you want on the outside. And it's the same process as always. We are outlining the area and then filling in. And the outline for these outer sections is just that outer curve. And then repeat the same steps for the other side. For these middle sections, again, it is just 1 shade. Use whatever color you did not use for the outsides. And then the outline for the middle sections will also be the outer curves. Now we will go ahead and jump up to the stem, grab that bundle and unravel it, and then tie your knot on one of the top nails. Just really pay attention to how many layers you're adding onto those bottom 3 nails. By now they're going to be getting a lot fuller, but we also need to use them for the center part of the pumpkin. And if you can, try and avoid tying the knot on the bottom 3 nails as well. This will help save some room. Last section is the center. We will go back to using both oranges for this area. For this section, you can go ahead and fill up the nails as far as you want. Most of them will probably be almost all the way full. Just try and leave a little bit of room for the final outline. And this final outline will be all the way around the circle. It will be a little tougher to tie off on this final section as all the nails are pretty full. Just try and find the nail that has a little bit more room on it and tie off there. And you have now officially completed the pumpkin string art kit. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you for watching.